Hi Dream students, it's Mr. Francis. Welcome back and welcome to the first day of school. It's a different kind of year. We're starting remote and we might be in person at some point. So we're required a different kind of schedule. In this video, I'm going to walk you through what the schedule looks like for this year so you can understand the flow of your week. Now, remember, on any given day, if you go to calendar.google.com and just follow the flow, that'll tell you what classes you have and give you the Zoom links. But this video helps you understand the way the whole week for you fits. Remember, at the end of the video, make sure you hit subscribe so you can stay updated on any news and events that's going on in school. Let's dive in so you can understand the way that the schedule works. So let's dive into understanding the schedule for this fall. So some things that help us think about how to build the schedule. We looked at your data from the spring and we saw that you did much better in synchronous classes than versus asynchronous one. So we increased the amount of synchronous time. We also have to start preparing for when we might return to school. And so we had to build a schedule that was flexible for when we returned. We'll talk about that in a bit. And of course, our big goal, always making sure students are learning. So you may have already seen this on your schedule. Cohort learning, workshop, what does all that mean? Well, let's dive right into that. Most of the week, you will alternate between two different day types, the cohort learning day and the workshop day. And let's talk about the difference between those two things. Cohort learning happens 2 days per week. When we go back in person, these will be the 2 days that you come to school. Workshop days happen 2 days and is always virtual. So while we're 100% remote right now, and maybe when we return in person in a few weeks, your workshop schedule is always virtual. The main difference is the number of students who are in your class. On your cohort days, the groups will be pretty small. Workshop days, the groups will be slightly bigger with a full group of kids. Let's look at a student example here. Here's Luca. We're going to imagine Luca's a sophomore now. So Luca's week starts with her cohort learning day, which is a Monday. On Tuesday, that's her workshop day because these days alternate. On Wednesday, she has tutorial Wednesday, which we'll talk about in a bit. And then on Thursday, it's cohort learning again. And on Friday, it's workshop day. So for Luca, her cohort learning schedule is on Mondays and Thursdays. And her workshop day schedule is on Tuesdays and Fridays. And tutorial Wednesday is the same for everyone. For some students, your workshop days might be Monday and Thursday, and your cohort learning is Tuesday and Friday. And this is how your week works. You switch from cohort days to workshop days. I want to note that the times your classes meet are different on those 2 days. You still have all your core blocks every day, but the times you meet are different. The other thing that is different is who's teaching you that class that day. So here's Luca. She's in global because she's a sophomore. And here's how her schedule works. When she has cohort learning for global on Mondays, she's with Mr. White. When she has global on her workshop day, she's with Mr. Lopez. On Thursday, it's cohort learning, she's back with Mr. White. And on Friday, it's her workshop day, and she's back with Mr. Lopez. So she has global every day, but the teacher who she's with switches depending on if it is cohort or if it's workshop day. Same class, same grades. The teachers work together, they're just not teaching you at the same time. I mentioned tutorial Wednesday. So one thing to note is Wednesday is our new early release day. So after advisory, which happens every day at 8:15, even on Wednesdays, students will get to choose which tutorials they want to go to. I'm going to do another video on this, so we won't get into too much detail here. The only thing I'll say is that you have to attend 2 tutorial blocks to be marked present for the day. You'll have 3 blocks to choose from. You have to go to 2 to be marked present for the day, and Wednesday is our new early release day. Electives over the next few weeks while we're remote meet about 1 time per week. You're going to make a choice about what elective that you're in later this week. One thing I'll note is that studio, particularly if you are a senior or a junior, meets more, and that's because we're applying to college and got lots of work to do. Here's some key times for the day. Advisory, 8:15 every day, whether we're in person or we're virtual, whether it's your workshop day or your cohort learning day. That's where we take attendance, and that's where we build community, so make sure you're there. Any day that we're remote, whether it's workshop or it's cohort, there's about a 30-minute break between every class that you have, so you can recharge and get pumped and ready to go for your next class. So what are your next steps? 1, make sure you're on Schoology. Go to dream.schoology.com. Make sure you can get in and get your work. That's where announcements will be for advisory, for your classes, and announcements from me. You can get your schedule on calendar.google.com. Just follow that schedule. It'll tell you where to be, and your Zoom links are all there, ready to go. If you have questions, always reach out to your advisor for help. There'll be more videos just like this on the DCHS YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe so you get updates, tips, and tricks, and know what's going on inside of school. And if you have feedback, any student can email me at jfrancis@wearedream.org. I'm always want to hear your voice because you are the founders of our school. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me or your advisor, and welcome home.